Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you two ways you can consume SAP HANA Cloud Platform OData provisioning services. In the first part of this video, I'm going to change the backend destination of the My Inbox Fiori Cloud Edition app from an on-premise backend system to the ES4 system using HANA Cloud Platform OData provisioning. The ES4 system is a public gateway demo system hosted on the internet, so if you don't already have an account, you can access the SCN document using the link in this slide to get signed up. In the second part of the video, I'll show you how to create a sample Fiori app in SAP Web IDE by consuming a service from the ES4 system using HANA Cloud Platform OData provisioning to create a simple app which we will then deploy to our Fiori Launchpad. Before we get started, I wanted to briefly give you an overview of what SAP HANA Cloud Platform OData provisioning, or HCP ODP, is for short. So HCP ODP is offered as a service on the SAP HANA Cloud Platform as part of your license subscription for SAP Fiori Cloud Edition. The service enables you to use SAP Gateway OData services to extract data from SAP Business Suite systems so that this data can be consumed freely in the cloud. Here you can see we have the various deployment options for SAP Fiori. On the left side, you see the on-premise deployment options, and on the right side, you see the Cloud Edition deployment options. A constant throughout every landscape option is SAP Gateway. So for those of you new to Fiori or unfamiliar with what Gateway's purpose is with Fiori, Gateway handles the OData communication for Fiori apps. And it consists of two parts. The Gateway component in the backend SAP Business Suite system, and then there's a front-end Gateway Hub component in a dedicated Gateway system. So how do these two parts work together? The gateway component in the backend gathers data from the backend system, while the front-end gateway component converts the data from an SAP proprietary format into the OData standard so that users can consume the data in the user interface. With the on-premise deployment option for Fiori apps, it was required that customers host both components. We recommended a hub installation, which was where the backend and the front-end components were separated, but an embedded deployment was also an option. If we look specifically on the Fiori Cloud Edition deployment option, which is highlighted in red all the way to the right, customers can now use the HANA Cloud Platform OData provisioning service, which means the Gateway Hub, or the front-end component, is installed on the SAP HANA Cloud Platform. Customers should understand that they still will need to have the IWBEP component installed on their backend system. This component is included with the SAP underscore GWFND component as of the NetWeaver 7.4 release. It's also important to note while we're talking about this that HCP-ODP is not a full replacement for the Gateway Hub installation. My first recommendation would be to reference the SAP note listed on the screen, 1830712, where you can find more details on specifically what is and is not supported. The second place I would send you would be to the official SAP help guides that are outlined here on this slide. They'll give you an overview of how to use the service, which I'm also going to cover in a few seconds in this video. And then finally, we recommend that you go to SCN always. There's two communities that you can go to for information specific to HCP ODP, and that would be the SAP Gateway community and the SAP Fiori community. I also want to note that while it's not a direct replacement today, just know that we are continuing to enhance the product and in the future hope to cover a broader scope of use cases. So keep an eye on the new features to come. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can change the backend destination of the My Inbox app to use HCP ODP.